winning. The last game ended where you guys defeated a Death's Head of Baal, as well as a lady drenched in blood for some reason. And you saved the big man, the big, giant, massive man with a huge wooden club, and your reward was 4 chests full of a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
You don't remember?
No, I forgot about it. Just like
Okay.
I forgot if we leveled up, and now I remember.
Yes, and there is Hebs. Hebs with the save on all the details. As far as ingots, no ingots.
Oh, you said agates or something like that, but I wasn't sure if you meant. Okay, I wasn't sure if you meant ingots.
No, it's definitely agates, which, let's just look that one up right now. It's a shiny stone. It's a shiny polished stone.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why they couldn't just say a shiny polished stone, but there you go.
Is Hebs going to put on the mask?
The mask. What?
Yes, in the fourth.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of fun just putting on masks the last time. Just kidding.
What
So
could go
I think-
wrong?
So much.
The,
Do you
the
remember?
third chest, you did find a white porcelain dragon mask, and in the fourth chest, you found a bronze crown with 5 spires, and each spire was painted to resemble one of the 5 kinds of chromatic dragon.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Well-
So that's where you guys were. The massive room that you guys were in, there is a passageway leading to the north. Out of it.
I feel it is best if we follow this. How are we going to get this gold and all these chests up?
They can be carried.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and how many chests did you say there were in total?
There are 4, and for the purposes of this game, we will pretend that Twifty is remaining silent yet present.
He's
I
always
mean,
so
we can
quiet.
also.
How is she? How is she at carrying chests? Is my question.
She's so
Average.
Okay.
I would give her the 4th chest. It is the lightest.
Probably the best bet. All right.
Yasso can also help her as well. So
I'm curious. How tall are these chests? Because we have an we have a gnomish character. How is he going to carry
Yeah.
this?
We do have a gnomish character. He would be able to carry easily the 3rd chest.
I'm going to stop asking questions. All right.
And then the normal size people can all carry even the heaviest of chests, which would probably just be given to Hercule, weighs 70 pounds.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah.
What? That's so heavy.
I flex my guns. I was flexing there, but the camera hit it. Odd flex.
Of course,
All
we're
right.
getting out of here.
All right, my companions, I say let us bear these burdens and leave this place.
I agree. Should we go back where we came or just up here?
I like up here. I smell a breeze. And I've learned to always follow your nose.
Your nose probably really hated it down here.
It did. It did.
So as you go up this passageway, you do climb a small set of stairs before that passageway turns to the left, and it opens up into an average-sized room. The western end is occupied by 3 6-foot-tall painted wooden statues, and each statue stands atop a 2-foot-high block of red stone, making it look taller than it actually is. And as you enter, you get a sense of foreboding. The center statue resembles a heavily armored man whose face is hidden behind the fearsome visor of his helmet. This one is painted red except for his right gauntlet, which is black. Clutched in his gauntlet is a blood-red spear pointed upward. The statue to the north depicts a purple-garbed male noble wearing a harlequin mask and holding a dagger behind his back. And the statue to the south portrays a black-robed skeleton with his jaw open wide and his bony hands outstretched.
All right. Mid armor man, red gauntlet, black spear. Sorry, wait, no. Black gauntlet, spear is red. North purple noble dagger, and I got black skeleton. That's what I got as a summary. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that's about what I got too.
The noble one sounds like a tricky person with a dagger behind his back. So I just don't want to be around that one.
They're statues, but I mean,
I don't care.
maybe.
Is there another door in this room, or is it just an open room with statues?
Give me a perception check.
All right. Good thing I have my dice ready. That would be a 22.
At first glance, you see no door.
It appears there is no doorway.
Did you try a second glance?
Not paying attention, I actually give it a second glance.
Give me a perception check.
Sorry.
That was a yeet 20, so a 23 now.
Yeah. I mean, you did say that you felt a breeze, and you are correct. You do feel a breeze, but you still don't see a door.
There is no door on second glance.
Thanks for
But I
double
do, but my whiskers feel something in the breeze.
So, not being a cat or a dog, I look up.
establishing not a dog.
Dogs can look up.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I love that movie so much. Yeah, you look up, and what you see above you is a ceiling.
All right. Good to know.
Are you referencing our last campaign, Hebs, where we didn't look up and we were destroyed?
Yes.
And so we looked up. Oh, yes, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I, just because of my background and my mom being a necromancer and all that stuff, like, I see the skeleton and I'm just like, oh, home. Can I, like, go back and just kind of, like, start to inspect the skeleton statue?
Yeah, absolutely. As you inspect the statue to the south, that black-robed skeleton, you notice that. Go ahead and give me a religion check with it.
Ooh, I haven't used that one. +0, you guys. I'm feeling good about it. It's a solid 7.
With advantage.
Ooh, because it's a statue. I don't know. Wait, with advantage? Can I ask why?
Your mom's a necromancer.
Yeah, she is. 15.
Yeah. This is a depiction of the god Mercule.
Did you just say Hercule?
Mercule.
Mercule. I was like, Hercule. All right.
Nobody's supposed to.
Also known as the Lord of Bones.
I'll like relay that information. Like,
well, I
guys,
happen
check
to
it
know-
out.
But I happen to know if that's one of the dead 3.
Mercule is one of the dead 3.
Just writing things down. Does it look like it's been cleaned recently? Like people are around it, or?
Oh, investigation.
That's a 19 plus 0. Guys, I love my it's 19.
Yes, you can see that this statue has been cared for greatly.
Okay.
Whereas the walls and the floors around, around the entire room, are still dusty, and you can see like footprints within the dust. The statue itself, as well as the block that it stands on, and the floor immediately around the statue, is cleaned.
Are the footprints skeleton footprints going away from the statue, like it got up and moved, or is it like it's got shoes on?
Give me a nature check.
Remember when you said I don't know if you'll get it a lot? Natural 20 plus nature.
Yeah, these are definitely shoed feet.
Guys, check out the shoed feet prints down here on the floor. That's super dusty.
My comment is a little rusty, but I'm pretty sure that is a footprint, not feet prints.
There's 2 of them.
She's got you there, Rico.
I think it's footprints still. I could be wrong.
No, it's definitely footprints, so I'm sticking with it.
I'm second guessing myself now. Not cool.
Opens tab for Google. Yeah, and are these other statues clean, you guys, or is it just a skeleton one? His name's Mercule, by the way.
Where do the footprints seem to be leading?
Just out the door.
Okay, just out the door. No, from nowhere in particular.
Give me an investigation check.
Do it.
Alright. Because -1.
Hey, I'm not able to ever.
I
just
roll
lean
an
on him.
11.
They're going toward the door.
Alright, that was to no avail. Alright. What are the other statues? She looked at one of them. What are the other
The
statues?
noble
in
is
here?
the one I'm
The noble.
curious about.
Looking at the noble, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Alright.
Or an investigation check. You both can pick one.
I'm going to go with religion.
All right. All right. Then I'll go. I'm sorry, what was the other one you said?
Investigation.
All right, I'll take that one. 22.
I rolled a 7.
All right, yeah, you have no idea who this is supposed to depict. But upon investigating the statue, Hebs, you see that there is a small-ish hinge on the right side of the Harlequin mask.
There's some kind of hinge on this mask.
I try to like if I were to open it, kind of thing. Like if I would like go like this or like this.
Like this.
All right. Well, then I go ahead and pry the mask off.
All
Try
right.
to open
Sure,
his
this
face.
will be fine. Yeah.
Are you climbing up?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna clamber up and just.
Oh wow! Give me a dexterity check and an acrobatics.
Let's see, acrobatics. A 20.
Oh yeah, you do so quite nimbly and without any worries. And once you get there, you remove that mask so it swings away from the statue's face. And beneath, you reveal a ghastly skull-like visage. It is similar to the one on the Mercule statue, but this one seems much darker in color, and it also seems more gaunt somehow.
This one's also a dead statue, apparently, guys.
I go to see if there's any other such hinges on the other statues.
Investigation.
Well, let's give
Can
this
I
a
like
go.
lean on him while he's investigating and be like, "What you doing?" And if he's like investigating, I'm like guidance with my cantrips because I haven't been using those very much.
Do you just want to give him guidance?
Just because you can do that on ability checks, right?
Yeah.
And if he's like investigating and has a -1, I want to be like, "Here's a plus. Here's a plus."
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. We don't have to. I was just like, I haven't been
Do it.
using a cantrip.
I
Just do
rolled a 19 with
I'm not going
guidance.
to give you. Oh, okay. There you go.
A 19 with guidance. Okay. So, as you look at these statues, you don't find any more hinges, but behind the middle statue, the one that did have the Harlequin mask, you notice that even though the area around this statue is just as clean as the area around the other two, there seem to be some scrapes against the stone on the floor behind it.
I try to move the statue.
Okay.
Wait, I'm still on it.
Where are you pushing? Are you pushing the statue?
Yes, or the stone that the statue is on.
Okay, give me a strength check. Athletics.
Here we go. My strong suit.
Make sure you put down
Hard
the
to
70-pound chest first.
I do so, and I roll a 24.
Yeah. Which way are you pointing? Which way are you pushing the block?
Well, I go and determine based off the scuff marks, and I go following the scuff marks.
Okay. So when you push the block toward the scuff marks,
Yes.
the block does slide across the floor. And it reveals underneath it a hole in the ground and a ladder leading downward.
Does it look like there's like a pulley system with a basket
No, there does not look like there's a pulley system with a basket.
with like lotions in it?
There's no lotion.
Okay. Just making sure.
All right. What
It's
do I
Halloween
see?
tomorrow, right? Spooky, scary movie reference. Okay.
What do I see as I move it?
As you what?
I look underneath the stone as I move. What do I see?
Oh, there's a hole in the ground with a ladder going downward.
Ah,
Do you have dark vision?
I do have dark vision. I would hope so.
So that would
Yeah,
let you
so
see, what, 60 feet?
Actually, you see, this hole only goes down about 20 feet.
I bet you could
Alright.
jump that, Hercule.
Here, hold my wine. Anyways, I try to climb down the ladder.
Is the ladder like
To take a
built
look.
in, or is it like a rope ladder?
No, it's like a wooden ladder. Yeah, you don't just try, you climb down the ladder. It's pretty easy.
I do it.
You know how ladders work, so you're familiar with it and everything.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's actually in my
Impressively
proficiencies.
Ladders.
Ladder skills.
Mine's shoots, so together we can make a team.
Oh, I should have been a centaur, so I can say that I don't have proficiency in ladders.
well.
All right, what do I see at the bottom?
When you get to the bottom, there is a tunnel leading in a southerly direction.
All right. Is the breeze that I sensed earlier, do I still feel it?
Yes, the breeze is stronger now.
All right.
It ruffles your whiskers and your mane.
It makes my mane is flowing in the wind.
Yeah.
I do a hair flip.
And everybody who sees it wishes to buy Pantene.
I yell up to everybody up top side that there's a tunnel down here. I believe this is the route out.
Say that again?
There is a tunnel down here. Your mother smells it. I believe this is the route out.
Oh, route.
Your father was a hamster.
No, I get that. Thank you. That's rude. I'll just climb down to ask him what he's saying.
I can't understand you. I'm just going to stand next to you here. All right, I follow Poe down the ladder as well.
Right, yeah, you guys leave. And as you follow this tunnel southward, underground, it does turn to the west, and then it does travel back northward until at the end of this northward stretch of tunnel, you find another ladder.
You're good at these, Hercule.
I'm very proficient. And I go down. Is it another one going down?
It's going up.
I climb up said ladder.
You climb up the ladder. At the top of this ladder, you find a large circular plate, metal plate, blocking the exit. It's a
I start
man.
I start humming a little bit to myself. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja. Then I push it up.
Yeah. You find yourself, as you pull yourself out of this manhole, humming to yourself your awesome new theme song.
Yes.
You find yourself very closely sandwiched in between a bush and a brick wall.
But is there daylight?
There is not daylight.
Is there nightlight?
There is nighttime and moonlight.
There we go.
I like it. There's just a nightlight in the background.
I yell back down that I have found the way out.
Cool. I'll go up the ladder.
All right.
I follow.
Well, before I go up, sorry, can we see, is there anything else? It's just literally that's the only exit. It's led us to this ladder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go back and investigate the tunnel?
Nah, my friends are here.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, Hercule, as you hoist yourself out to make room for the other two who follow you, and you stand fully upright, you're able to see over the bush, and you're currently at the northernmost wall of the courtyard outside of the bathhouse. You're back in the courtyard. You can see the fountain.
Oh, lovely.
The bathhouse we were kicked out of because you couldn't talk to a manager.
Yep, that one.
Yep.
Is
And
there
then we
anybody?
murdered the
Do I
manager?
see any people around this bathhouse?
No, there are no people in the courtyard of this bathhouse.
Hey, I don't know if this would be the same side, but didn't we kind of like kill somebody and then bring him back to life and then kill him again?
No, we didn't kill him again. We just brought him back to life.
Oh, okay. We don't see him still there, right? Like, there's no.
You hid him behind a different bush.
That would have been kind of freaky if we popped up and we just saw this guy by our foot.
In his face. Oh, I was waiting for you.
Ha ha ha! All right.
Okay.
I tried getting my way out of here. I don't like this place.
Did we do everything we came to do inside this place? I feel like we did.
Clear the cultists. I feel like we did.
Yeah.
We wanted to put a stop to the dead three, so I think we did that kind of.
Yeah,
I mean-
and then Mortlock, the very large man that you saved, he gave you some information.
Yes. Cool. I just want to make sure now that we have this very convenient entrance and exit.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue, but definitely not go into that spa place. I hate it.
All right, so as you guys all come out of the manhole and you cover it back up and you lock this information away for later, maybe I don't really know if that's what you want to do. But you begin making your way through the courtyard to the gates that you can leave, and all at once from the shadows 5 figures emerge. Some from around the corner of the bathhouse, some from behind other bushes. 2 jump down from over the wall, and they appear silently. They're wearing black leather armor. They wear strange masks and cloaks that give them a vaguely dragon-like appearance. And all 5 brandish curved steel blades reminiscent of claws.
Do you think they see us?
Yes, we see you.
I wasn't talking to you.
Yes, I have answered.
I think they answered your question, though, so I think.
Well, maybe
Are
they.
Do they look like they're about to attack us?
Though they do
Sword out.
brandish weapons, they seem like they are poised for battle. But as one of them steps forward, he says to you all, "You have something that belongs to our queen. We wish it back."
Queen is different than Duke.
Much
Okay.
so.
Grand Duke.
Yes,
Thank you.
it's a few ranks higher.
Okay. I'll just try this, and I'll be like, "It is I, Poe, daughter of worshipper of Mercule." What?
Daughter of worshiper.
I like push my hand against Hebs and like shove it behind me. How? What do you need from us?
You carry stolen goods. Return them.
It's pretty obvious that we have like these giant chests we're carrying.
We are carrying
Like,
around.
it's
Yeah.
very obvious.
There's really. What item do you speak of in particular, my friend?
The contents of the chests you carry.
Oh, the contents of the chests.
You know,
We
if
can
you
we
tell
can
us-
come to a compromise. No.
it's kind of like if you see us carrying something and you think it's yours, and so you just say it's yours, but you don't know what's inside it. So can you tell us what's inside it so we can confirm this is your chest and you're not just trying to take somebody else's chest?
It's like the lost and found. Please describe your item.
Yes, exactly. Please describe your item.
We have been guided by visions from our queen. We also have a spell that marks the contents of these chests. The
What I'm hearing
contents
is you
are the
don't know
ones that
what's
we're
in there.
looking for.
I take
The
it you are not.
contents were stolen by the cultists of the Dead Three.
Oh, good. We just killed them for you. I mean, we have common ground here. We're on the same page.
Then we owe you thanks. We still require the contents back.
How many of them are there again?
There are 5.
5.
What's your relation? Do you know Mortlock?
I am unfamiliar with this name.
All right, because I thought these were his.
You, daughter of the daughter of Mercule. Are you
Okay.
sympathetic toward the Dead Three?
I turned to like Hercule and Hebs, like, honestly, you guys, I can't keep up with all these names. I don't know what side we're on.
Pardon my friend here. No, she is not. She's with us. We don't like the dead freedom.
We are charged by Archon the Cruel to retrieve these
Potato.
contents by violence if necessary.
What type of... Oops, go ahead.
Yield the contents now.
How tough do these guys look? Do you say they're clad in black? They got the whole Yiga thing going on?
Yeah,
Yiga
you know,
clan?
just without the Yiga markings, yeah. They're
Okay.
dressed all in black leather armor.
Less bananas. All right.
Do we, so like, Hebs and Hercule, and I'm like trying to whisper really fast, like, do we care? Like, where are we supposed to take these chests?
We weren't supposed to take them anywhere. We just kind of found them.
We just have better stuff. We like stuff.
And we just want to fight all these people and not give it to the queen because we're assuming she's a bad lady.
Well,
I
her
don't know
name
who the
is
queen
so-and-so the Cruel.
Oh yeah, I just sent you guys a message about how my notes aren't super great, and they're getting better, but before it was not great.
So to reiterate, Archon the Cruel is not our queen.
The name Archon's not very feminine, though.
No.
But
Archon
it's-
the Cruel is our general. The right hand and most faithful servant of our queen.
Do you like him?
We
I'm
started
just
the
asking. Is he a
rebellion.
good boss? I don't know.
This is irrelevant.
You're an elephant.
It sounds like he doesn't like him.
Look, he's not the kind of guy anybody would want to get a beer with. Can you just give me back the contents of the chests?
So you don't want the chests? You just want us to dump out what's in the chests?
You're making this rather difficult.
I really was that time. I'm sorry. That was on purpose. It's been a really long trip down there. There were so many cultists. There was torture chambers. There was this person who was covered in blood. It was kind of gross. I'm just kind of over it. We need a long rest.
Our bard friend doesn't say a word. I feel like she's traumatized. She's just standing there vaguely. It's weirding me out.
I mean, you can take a look at my chest. I have a small chest.
Whoops. I have the small chest. I don't know what's in the small chest, but I'm gonna open my chest and just show the contents. Hopefully I don't have the mask, which I'm assuming what they're looking for, but I don't know.
Yeah, you do have the mask in your.
Oh damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, dazzle gem.
So as you open it up to show him, he takes a few steps forward and looks into the chest. And he looks over his shoulder and he nods to one of the other cultists to his right, who steps forward and reaches out, like ready to receive the chest from him.
I look at him for a minute. I'm like, look, my friend. I see you clearly want what he has right there. Let's come to a compromise. Do you want, how about, so we don't have to fight, we get a little bit out of what we just had to go through, killing these fools for you. We take some, you take what you need from there, and we both go ways without killing each other, no? This could be very ugly, very painful.
Hand over the chests and their contents now, or this will be painful, and it will not go well for you.
Is it possible for us to just go put the chest back where we found them and make them go through the whole chamber and look for them? Just kidding.
If that's what you want to try.
That's not what I want to try. They already found the shortcut.
I think I want to hit him. I really want to hit him. I feel like we could school him.
There's three of them.
Yep.
There's three of us essentially. One of our party members isn't here.
That's why I'm just like talking so much because I'm like, I think I have one spell slot.
My health isn't what it.
They just see us complaining, guys. I have one spell slot left. My health isn't.
I want to murder these fools, but I can't.
The remaining three begin moving closer.
Can we escort the chest with you guys to your queen so we can just make sure it goes where? Well, I didn't finish. Okay. What's your rank in this whole shebang?
We have no rankings.
So we're the same then.
No.
You and I.
All right. This conversation is clearly not going anywhere. I start flinging my flail.
Well, I'm glad somebody did something because I was just gonna try not to.
Right, I'm gonna swing my flail.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a good.
As
flail.
I get close to him, yeah, it's a good flail. I like my flail.
Is
I
it
named it
flailing?
Flaily.
So
Flaily, yeah.
Okay, please give me a moment.
Oh, we chose poorly. He wasn't prepared.
Oh no! We give him the chest. We give him the chest, guys.
You wanted this.
I mean, we were really 50-50 on this.
All you had to do was say we relinquish the chests or we give them the chest. But no, you had to stand there and argue and piss them off. And then Dingus had to swing his super awesome flail. Everybody roll initiative. This is actually going to be really good, though. I feel like this will work well for what comes later. So it's fine.
What, us creating new characters?
Yeah. That's pretty much exactly it. But, I'm always a fan of creating new characters. That's why I make so many, even though I'm just a DM. Hebs has 7. Poe is a 13. You is 11. All right.
Ooh.
Hercule. Hebs. Okay. Wasn't expecting a whole lot of this, so
Welcome to our party.
Hercule, as you raise your flail, a cultist rushes in at you as you have your arms raised and begins slicing at you with their curved blades. Does a
Yes.
15 hit?
It does not.
All right. He makes a good land against your armor, but he does not make it in between any of the soft spots to hit you. Poe. It's the house gnome. The house gnome.
Yep.
Okay, so how close is everybody to us right now?
Close.
Are they all within like 20 square feet?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and tangle. Since we're outside and there's bushes and things, I'm gonna try and untangle all of them.
Okay, what do they need?
A strength saving throw.
Okay. And is this for everybody or just people that you choose, or how does it work?
So it does say that anybody in the area, but it's not going to cause damage. It's just going to restrain. So my plan is to free Hercule and Hubs if I need to.
Okay, so everybody makes a strength saving throw. What's the
Alright.
number that they need to pass?
13?
I rolled a 14.
17.
Only one of my guys fails,
Well,
and it's the guy that just attacked Hercule.
okay, well, I'll make that look like it was intentional. Like I was,
Hey, stop!
hey, that's my friend.
As vines and branches reach out toward everybody else, the cultists are all able to slash and pull themselves away,
Okay.
which puts it at Hercule.
All right. So the guy in front of me, I'm going to smite him.
Okay.
All right. Go. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
So I roll first. So you're going to do, it's going to first do 8 bludgeoning damage. And then 10 radiant damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do?
At this moment, no. I mean, there's not too much that can be done.
Okay. Another cultist leaps forward, swinging for Hebs. Hebs, does a 21 hit you?
Sure does.
You take 16 damage as he
Hebs.
slices into you.
I'm standing next to the chest that just opened. He's like, not cool, dude. And he falls down to the ground.
That does put it at your turn, though.
All right, I'll make a death saving throw. I got a 15, so one succeed.
All right. One for the pass. Another cultist leaps forward. Does a 9 hit you, Poe?
No.
Right. So as one cultist misses their swipe towards you, another one comes in, making the same swipe. 15.
How close is the one making the swipe?
What do you mean?
Did he get within 10 feet when he tried to stab me?
Yes.
Then I'm going to react afterwards. But what did he get? A 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That hits.
Yeah, it does.
Go ahead and do your reaction first, and then I'll read you the damage.
You just make a quick saving throw.
Okay.
Constitution.
1.
I beat it. He takes 1 damage. Take that.
1 damage. And you take 20 damage.
And then after he takes the 1 damage, I'm like, take that. And I'm out.
All right.
All right. The one who is speaking to you, the leader, the nameless leader who led these guys in, he reacts slower than everyone else, but as he steps forward, you see that his blade is now sheathed in magical light. Does a 22 hit you, Hercule?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, you take 18 damage.
Oh, I just look up like I think I've made a mistake, and I dramatically fall over like the rest of them.
All right. Are you all down?
Yeah.
Great. This is fantastic. So, for me, not for you. It's fantastic. So, as you fall, your vision starts to go blurry, and this nameless leader, he walks up to you, and he crouches down near your head, and you feel him place something in the palm of your hand, the palm of your paw.
Yeah, the palm hands, I guess.
He places something in your palm, and he leans down close to your ear, and he says, "Stupidity is not the same thing as bravery, but you show heart. We'll meet again, Leo." And then your vision goes blank. Now, after some amount of time, you do wake up, and through bleary vision, you see the other two who are still unconscious. But what you also see is potions of healing laid nearby.
All right. I start getting to work on everybody else. Using those potions of healing, I go.
There is enough for 1 for each person.
I administer 1 to each person. I'm assuming Twifty went down with us as well.
Yeah, Twifty was the first to go down.
She just fainted.
She did so off screen. It's not shown on screen, but in the book, it says in the book. It's in a deleted scene somewhere. We'll show that one in the special features upon DVD release.
Looking forward to the commentary.
Yeah.
All right, I start administering first aid to everybody with these health potions.
So you're all back up. You're in this courtyard. You can see the very beginnings of the sun peeking up over the horizon.
Am I dead?
It appears you're
Well,
only
we're all dead
mostly
together.
dead. Mostly dead.
I'll be fine in a bit. So are we just kind of laying there, or are we like up and like standing?
Whatever you want.
Do we have it? Okay, so like, where's our health? Do we have enough health to stand up now?
Yeah, he gave you potions. You're okay.
Okay.
You still have very little health, but you have health.
Okay. So, did they get the chests?
As you look around, you see that there are no chests nearby. They have been taken.
Oh, darn.
It could be worse.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
I mean, we're not dead anymore, so yeah, it could have been worse.
Well, I don't know, guys. I don't really want to run into them again. I feel like they're not our biggest fan, and I don't super blame them.
Never been a fan of dragons. Ugly lizards. All right, I think we should start just kind of limping our way back to our original employer.
Yeah, Zaj.
Zaj, yeah, that guy.
Zaj.
Start limping our way back to Zaj.
You limp your way back to Zaj.
What's
Yay.
he doing?
When you find him, he's actually at the he's at the Flaming Fist like headquarters, right? And you can hear yelling from the back of the headquarters. It sounds just like him. And when you walk in, he's verbally berating some Flaming Fists for doing a poor job of keeping the peace, and he sends them on their way. And he sees all of you broken, beaten, and scarred. And he's like, "What do you want?"
We cleared out the dead free.
A dead free? You
Yeah.
cleared him out? Where?
We underneath the bathhouse. We went down there. We did it. We are done.
That doesn't seem like a place where cultists would hang out. A bathhouse?
Underneath bathhouse. Whole labyrinth of torture rooms and tunnels. We still have what's his name with us, right? Yeah, we never.
I think.
What's
I mean,
his
we
name?
made it.
Yeah.
Mr. Yasso, rich, wealthy Yasso.
Yeah. So yeah,
He's not with you.
Yeah, when we got knocked out,
At some
he's
point,
gone.
He separated the party, and he's out. He's gone.
He didn't want to pay us.
Did he say
Yeah.
thank you?
No.
So
Nah.
No, and actually, like, as you guys think back, he wasn't even there when you woke up after, getting schooled by these cultists.
yeah. Some people's children. Well, you can check our facts with Mortlock. He can vouch for us. We cleared it out, saved him from down there.
Mortlock? Van Thamper?
Wait.
of the
You-
Van Dampers.
Well, you expect me to believe that Mortlock Van Thamper, a man that no one in this city has seen for years, just decided to show up and help you?
How have
Yeah,
you
we
guys
helped
not
him.
seen him? He's huge.
Well, no one would know that, would they?
We would.
We know he exists. It's not like he comes out. Nobody sees him around the town. Heck, I mean, we really only see one of the three Van Thamper brothers. He's always getting drunk in that tavern.
Emmerich? Yes, we've
Ah,
heard of him.
Everett, that's the one.
Look, we did the job. You sent us on a job. We went down below. We did it. The dead free have been cleared out.
You are right. You are right. I did send you to do a job. And I will hold up my end of the agreement. And he gives you your pay, which is
A stick of gum.
a crisp high five.
I knew it. That was my next guess.
Yeah. And also, he hands each of you a bag of 200 gold.
All right.
If what you say is true, you've done this city a great service. Now, you also have to promise me that if you see any more of the dead freight, you've got to take care of them, because then you haven't actually done the job, and you've got to earn your gold. Yeah? Alright? Sound good?
That makes
Get out
sense.
of my office. And he goes back to scribbling on a piece of paper.
Au revoir.
Is he
Can I read
writing
what he's
in a
doing?
language? Yeah.
You want to see what he's writing in? Yeah, so Hercule says au revoir, and you guys lean forward to see that he's writing in common. And then in response to Hercule, he goes, yes, right, au revoir there, get out of my office.
All right. I was just seeing if he was like just like looking busy or if he's actually writing stuff. And then
He's actually writing stuff. It looks like he's writing an account of the last few days' events.
all right. And I follow Hercule out of the room.
All right. You follow Hercule out of the room, and you have the city at your disposal.
I
throw
need
it
a
away.
nap.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to sleep.
That's a good idea.
All right. Where do you guys want to go back to Elf Song?
Yeah.
Can we go to a nicer establishment, maybe? Something
How
that's not
dare
quite so
you.
destitute. We did just get 200 gold. I mean, each.
That's got to be
true.
like at least for the travelers
So-
lodge, right?
You guys can head toward the upper city, which is known as like the more posh and bougie part of the city. You guys can head there to see if there's anything more towards your liking.
Can I check myself to make sure I'm not all like bloodied before we go to this city area?
As you look down, you realize, yeah, you're dirty and bloody, and you smell like sewer.
Perfect. Dang it. And I don't have prestidigitation or whatever it
And
is on this.
I'm not Van. I don't have it either.
No. Darn it. And I burned the traveler's clothes for no reason. So, this is my outfit. We'll just get weird looks.
We might want to go to Elf Song, though.
Where we fit in.
Well, yeah, right. Taking a moment to realize our status in life.
As you begin heading back to Elf Song Tavern, there's a major disturbance across one of the main streets that leads there. So some of the Flaming Fist begin to create a detour that people now have to take. And it leads you down toward the docks.
But I'm
And
sad.
as you're passing the docks, you see a giant sign hanging outside of one of the docked ships. It says Low Lantern Tavern.
Well, it's something different, Hercule. Do you want to give this one a shot?
Let's do it. We're full of good decisions this game.
Obviously.
So as you head toward the Low Lantern Tavern, you guys cross the dock. There's like one of those big like ramps that comes down off of the ship that is near the sign, and you see that there is up above your heads as you reach the top of this ramp. Up above, there is one lantern hanging way high up, and there's one lantern hanging like really down low, like more toward your eye level.
Okay, sorry. I'm probably the only one that didn't get it. So there's a lamp up high, a lamp down low, but you said it's a ramp. Does that ramp go to a boat, or is it just going to
Yeah.
like an establishment? Okay. And is the lower lamp towards a boat as well? Like it's on a
Yeah.
boat? We're getting on a
Yeah.
boat, guys. Can you swim? Can you
It's a
swim?
giant ship.
Why are we going on a giant ship?
It's the Low Lantern Tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, so the tavern is a ship. Okay.
Did you pack your Dramamine? Because I didn't.
I'm at the. I'm where a cat naturally belongs, in board a boat. It makes
I'm perfectly
perfect
fine
sense.
on a boat as well.
I
No
am
resting at all.
all right.
So as you guys walk onto the boat, there's like a sign that leads you down a set of stairs onto one of the lower decks. The place is incredibly quiet. There are a few people, just kind of drinking and mumbling around. There's a table full of 3 patrons that are just casually gambling, and then of course you have your tavern keep tending the room.
I'll walk up to the tavern keep and be like, "Does it look like a man?"
Yeah, it's a man.
And I'll be like, "Hello, sir.
Hi.
I'd like to." I'll look at Hubs and Hercule. Do you guys want your own room? Are you guys sharing?
Yeah.
I have enough gold yet.
Okay, we'd
Yeah,
like
I think
3 rooms, please.
He kind of eyes you and okay. That's great. Lowest level. You just pick 3 rooms.
Guys, I think we just got the rooms for free. Let's go.
No, you need to pay me.
Well, you just said go to. Okay, yes. How I would love to pay you.
Yeah, we can settle up later.
Oh, okay.
There's only one way out of there, so it's like I'll see you. Can't really.
You'll see me. Is that a pun? Was that a pun, sir? Was that a joke?
No, I don't really get it.
Like see, because it's the ocean.
Okay, you 2 gentlemen can take any 2 rooms of your choice.
I was
Look, this is Baldur's Gate. People aren't friendly here, and the more you try, the more it's just gonna piss people off.
This isn't your Pacific type of humor. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was. I have problems as a person, not a character. Okay.
So I just asked you to leave because you were making jokes, and your solution is to make more jokes.
I will leave so that my comrades may sleep here tonight.
That's all right. I'm in a generous mood. That's strike 2.
Okay.
For the love of all that is holy, just don't let there be a strike 3, please. I don't do jokes.
I lift one of my claws up.
Nobody here does jokes. You want
What?
jokes? You want jovial? You want songs and dancing? You go to Elf Song.
Okay. I'm just gonna go into the room. You won't see me or hear from me, and I'll be obeying all the rules. It'll be great.
Lift one of my claws up to her.
Hebs looks around to see if there's any signage or anything that indicates the cost per night at this hotel, because I don't want it to be like, all right, it was 500 gold per night, guys.
I'm more concerned about we get down on this boat and next thing you know we're on a continent across the ocean in chains. Getting on strangers' boats is not without payment is not advised.
Well, do you guys want to go try the other hotel? I don't mind.
Shoot.
You see no signage about any kind of costs for anything. There's no signs about what a mug of ale costs, about what a leg of mutton costs, about a room, nothing.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna talk, sir. Just for budgeting purposes, can we ask how much a room is a night so we can plan our stay?
Yeah, it's 5 silver per person per night, and I'll just add it to your tab. You can settle it when you leave.
Great. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you bet.
and I walk down to the lower deck.
Right?
How do
What
you
we're
know?
doing
So do
is
I.
You walk down to the lower deck, and there's just long rows of rooms on the lowest deck on either side of the ship. All of the doors are wide open, indicating that all of them are available. People don't stay here often, perhaps because it's a ship and people get sick.
Cool. Guys, I know I got my own room, but can I sleep in one of yours?
I mean, to be fair, he's charging us per person, not per room. It's a very odd business decision. But I guess when you have a bunch of open rooms, it doesn't really matter where people stay.
That's exactly it.
this is more of a hostel type deal.
Yeah.
I've noticed neither of you had said yes, and I'm trying not to take it personally, but it's fine.
I just look awkward. Yeah. Good night. Ray, good night.
Have a good one.
Bon chance.
Poe goes into her own room and just.
I mean, I'm assuming you're sleeping with Twifty, to be fair.
Oh yeah, Twifty, who's definitely not passed out. Yay, Twifty and I share a room. Bye guys.
Yeah.
Twifty's just been on Ritalin this whole game. So.
He really needs a long rest.
I'm gonna ask her to share. Poe's gonna attempt a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all settle
Same.
in for a long rest.
Yay. Were we successful? We didn't get murdered in our sleep?
Well, I want to look something up real quick. Please
Oh
bear
no,
with
that's a
me.
yes.
Go ahead and get everything reset for you guys, though.
I mean, in all fairness, he did TPK us with the
Yeah.
mob of cultists. So I mean, it'd be kind of sick sense of humor to not kill us there and then kill us here. He did TPK us fair and square too.
It wasn't like it was very well choreographed, like, hey, don't murder these guys.
What level is everybody right now?
2.
No, incorrect. Level up.
Nice.
Yes.
900 experience. That is 809.
Yeah, mid-session level up. That's what happens when we only have 3 people and I have to reallocate time. But if I know anything about Bradley, it's going to take him 2 seconds because he's already leveled up Hebs.
Oh, actually, that'd be a good point. I might actually already have Hebs at level 3. Yes, I was like manually leveling them up, but I already have the character sheet for level 3. I don't know why I was doing that. I already have Hebs for every single level up to 20. Because you said make a level 20 characters, so.
Yep, it's true. And you might still need them. Who knows?
Maybe. I mean, they stole our mask, but we don't know.
So in the meantime, does anybody here play Legend of Zelda?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm playing Majora's Mask right now. I love that game so much.
Anxiety? I haven't played that one in years, and that one gave me the worst anxiety as a child.
It's because you're on a timer.
The moon is just ridiculously looking. So like,
I love the way the moon. It's so crazy. But yeah, that 3-day timer, it just like at the end of the first 3 days, I was like, that was really cool. And then you have to like keep resetting, and I didn't reset it the first time because I didn't realize, and so the moon crashed in and wiped everybody out. But it was I'm having so much fun with it. So I ordered the other 2 games that are on the DS because now I got to get my Zelda fix. Ocarina of Time and
Twilight Princess.
No, I wish, because I want to play that one so bad. Link Between Worlds.
Oh, okay. I think I know which. So my experience with Zelda games, I've literally never played them. I just watch speedruns. So
Speedruns, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I could never do a speedrun, just because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
So much to do.
That's half the fun.
And that is half the fun. And then like figuring out like little things like you get the one like mask, just bunny ears you put on, and you can move faster, so you can get more done in the 3 days. And then there's also like if you play the Song of Time backwards, it slows time down, so you can get more done in the 3 days. But like now I want to play these games, and when we were selling all of our old stuff, and they gave us like trade-in credit as an offer, I was like, oh man, maybe I should take that, because then I could buy a Wii U, and I could get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on the Wii U. But then it's like I just sold 7 consoles. Why would I buy another one so that I can play 2 games? So I'm just waiting for those remasters to come to Switch. That's it.
Yeah. The Ocarina of Time world record for the speedrun is ridiculous. It's less than 7 minutes long.
You're joking.
How?
They do it. They cheat, kind of. They do a credits warp. It's like basically they reprogram the game. They perform a manual arbitrary code execution. It's ridiculous. When you're still in the Lost, when they do Ocarina of Time, you start in the Lost Woods, right? I think so. I don't remember any of the names of places. Right. Like you jump out of the treehouse and then you like walk around a bit. That's Ocarina of Time, right?
With Navi, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you jump out of the treehouse. You cause like a rock to like unload, but also not unload at the same time, and then it just breaks the game and it causes you to teleport to the credits. It's like really weird. There's like tutorials and like hour-long detailed discussions on how it works and why it works. People like have programmed like Flappy Bird and like they programmed Wind Waker. No, not Wind Waker. What's the new one? Breath of the Wild. They programmed Breath of the Wild to appear in Ocarina of Time. That's how broken Ocarina of Time is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I mean, I could still never do it.
No.
Yeah.
No. So to be fair, the part that I just said there was a tool assisted run where they're basically that's just straight up cheating. But the thing I was talking about where the world record it is done by humans. It is human possible. It's just it's very crazy.
I think for the which ones have I played? Of course, the original Link to the Past. Played that one way back. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, which still terrifies me. One of these days I'm going to go back. I have it on the Switch. One of these days I'm going to go back and replay it. And right now I am finishing Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, like it's kind of crazy because after playing Skyward Sword and Majora's Mask, and kind of like remembering how the Zelda games were like set up for the longest time, Breath of the Wild is so vastly different, but it's probably still my favorite.
It's really good.
So I just super love Breath of the Wild. Um, and Link to the Past, I remember having that one. That one was probably my favorite game on the Game Boy for the longest time. I got stuck. I didn't know where to go after like 4 hours in, but it was still fun to just run around, like find different things. And that was actually one of the games I sold. Guess how much they bought Link to the Past for?
How much?
$78.
Oh my god.
On Game Boy?
On Game Boy. On Game
No
Boy Advance.
kidding.
Yeah.
See, I had it as a kid for Super Nintendo.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, back in the 90s, I had it on Super Nintendo.
Man.
Like, that's how I got introduced to it. And, like, it probably turned me into a nerd. That was probably the first thing, because as soon as done playing that trash can lid and whatever stick I could get my hand on, and I was beating the heck out of stuff. So, yeah. So,
I know we don't have like any viewers, but I'm still gonna upload the recording. So, if you guys are ready,
I'm ready.
all right, let's go ahead and get it going. You guys wake up after a long rest. It is now 3 p.m. It's still kind of light outside. And as you guys wake up, you hear kind of a dull thud against the wood of the ship outside.
Uh-oh. Let me guess. The ship is moving. Look, is there a window?
There's a small porthole for you to look out of.
Can we jump and swim?
No, the porthole is not big enough for you to jump out of.
What about Heb? Something small.
It is not big enough for anybody to jump out of.
Sorry, Hebs, I had to say it.
As you look out, you're still docked. You're still docked at Boulder's Gate.
Could you imagine we just assume we were moving, so we jump out to start swimming back to
All right. Do we see what caused the bump sound?
No, as you look through the porthole, you don't see anything that looks like it may have caused a bump sound.
I want to, seeing that we are still there in town and being slightly more alive since earlier, much more actually, I want to find out what the deal with my flail is. I want to see if there's anybody to tell me. Would that be an enchanter, or who would be able to tell me what the deal with it is?
So you know, just based off of your own knowledge and skill, you would need to find somebody, not even necessarily an enchanter, but somebody well-versed enough in magic to identify this item for you.
Ah, yes.
So you could try any of the local churches. There might even be a shop or some kind of service or craft.
Being due to my occupation, being a paladin, I'm going to go to one of the local churches or one of the local temples.
What is you're a cleric, right? Or are you paladin?
Paladin.
Paladin. Okay. So, do you have a preference as to which temple you might want to visit?
Something for lawful good. Something, any of the gods, such as Tyr, any of those.
Oh, there's lots of those around. Yeah. Particularly, you do notice that the Church of the Silver Flame is pretty popular here.
Okay. I'm going to hit that one up.
I've got to find right, yeah, you walk into the Church of Silver Flame, and you do see a few acolytes just kind of walking around, milling around, taking care of church duties.
All right. Is there like a priest? Would that be a priest?
Yeah, there's a priest that oversees the church.
All right. I go and approach reverently, don't just barging in there. Excuse me, Father, if I might have a moment of your time.
Hey, yeah, how you doing?
Oh, this guy. I remember this guy. Can you spare a moment for me?
Yeah, sure, yeah. What's that?
Or would you be able to identify what it is this flail here? I believe there is something to this.
He looks at the skull hanging from the chain on the flail. He goes, "I tell you what that is. It's messed up. That's morbid."
Wait a little bit.
Nah,
Could you give me more?
Sorry, you go ahead. You go ahead and talk.
I pull out a gold piece. Could you give me some more details about this, Father?
Yeah. In case he takes the gold piece. He's like, in case you didn't already notice, it's silver. Okay, so I guess maybe I'm not understanding you. What do you want to know about this silver skull flail that you seem to not know about?
There seems to be some sort of magic emanating from this, and I would like to know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. You're gonna have to talk to our priest of the church. I'm just an acolyte. Thank you for your donation to the Church of the Silver Flame. I'll make sure that it goes into our tithing box. And
Of course.
if you just go ahead and wait on that bench over there, and he motions toward a bench, I'll make sure that we have our priest come out as quick as possible to speak with you about your really weird, crazy weapon.
I appreciate that. I will.
Hello. You're level 3
Hello.
now.
Hi.
I'm a level 3 now.
You're
Wow,
level
this is
3
the
now.
greatest introduction to a game ever.
I go to the pew, I imagine it's a pew, in quiet contemplation and wait.
You wait for less than 5 minutes before a priest approaches you. Hello?
Hello, Father. I was told you might be able to help me identify what this item is. I believe it is magical in nature. I'm not quite sure how so.
So you wish to know about its magical properties.
Yes, Father.
He sits beside you on the bench, and he holds his hands out for you to hand him your flail.
I do so.
All right. He takes it and he holds it. He examines it closely. He turns the silver skull over in his hands a few times, and then he turns it back. He kind of like waves his hand over it a little bit, and he closes his eyes and he takes a deep breath. And after a few moments, he hands you back your flail, and he tells you, "This weapon is made from the skull of a merchant who was tortured to death and died in great agony. Can I ask how you came about this?"
I came about it, of course. I came about it while working with the Flaming Fists and clearing out some cult down below the city.
And the wielder of this weapon before you was one of these cultists? Well, it's rightfully yours then, I suppose, though as a man of the church, I would say that the best thing for this weapon is to be put to rest. There is a spell attached to it, and from what I can tell, it affects anybody receiving its wrath with an enduring necrosis. Which is likely why they tortured this man to death. So that the pain of his suffering would travel over, keep going, causing that pain to others.
Boy, Flaley's not as innocent as she looks, is she?
It was a skull. I didn't. I had my doubts. All right.
It's up to you, of course. From me, you will receive no judgment.
I look at the priest. What would be the best way to dispose of the weapon?
Burial, cremation, depends on your preference, really.
I say cremation. Don't wish it to be used anymore.
If you need, we do have services that we could help you with that. And, since the rest of the gentleman has already been passed on and put to rest, I don't know how, but we would be more than happy to do so free of charge for it.
You have my thanks. I produce another gold coin free of charge, but I would like to donate to your temple.
Your donation is graciously accepted, sir. And if I may, I have a cousin who works in the armoring business. If you pay a visit to his shop, I'm sure you can find a weapon suitable for a man of your needs.
Mercy. Thank you, Father.
And please pass along that I'm the one that sent you.
And what is your name?
My name is Jonathan. My cousin's name is Hasselhoff. And the name of his shop is Sharpstone Armors.
Thank you again.
Absolutely, sir. Is there anything else that I can do for you and your friends?
Were they with me the entire time?
We're just in the back.
Oh, you're just following? Okay. Just hanging
guess that's
around?
all.
Characteristically quiet, but yes, they're there.
I didn't realize I was there. I paid the tavern keep 2 gold then, so we didn't just stiff our bill there.
You gave him 2 gold? It was 5 silver a person.
That's
wait.
exchange rate.
Yeah, that we did
That's
4 people.
exchange rate.
What's the exchange?
What's the exchange rate?
Wait, I'm
20
confused.
silver is 2 gold.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me write that down too, apparently. I thought it was, because isn't it like coppers? Is it like 100 that goes into?
10.
10 to 1.
I agree, Poe. I agree.
Well, maybe I'm just flabbergasted he paid because he was so not nice, but okay.
I mean, I still don't want to be wanted criminals.
That's
It was
a good-
Squidward.
Yeah.
Squidward
So-
working at a tavern.
Your tab has been settled at the Low Lantern.
I'm sorry, I had.
so
Have you
good.
vastly overpaid for a second?
Thank you,
what's
Hibs,
he
in
doing,
your
Hayes?
superior mathematics.
I don't buy things a lot in this game, you can tell.
Nobody buys things in my games.
That's a good point.
All right. So does he want me to leave the flail with him?
Yes.
Okay, I do so.
Poe goes to Hercule and says, "I'll give you a moment to say goodbye." And Poe turns around.
I actually, due to the characteristics of my character and the nature of the weapon, like, yes, it served me well and when I needed it, but I'm actually kind of like disgusted with the way the weapon was formed. I want nothing to do with it. I want it out of its misery. I want it to not be used on anybody. Like,
Hercule's
Honorable.
good guy.
so yeah. If our business here is concluded.
Hercule, we can get you a new weapon because you're currently out of one.
And I believe we have an armory we need to go to then.
Yep, Sharpstone
Or maybe you'll
armor.
buy stuff.
We can actually spend the gold,
Yeah.
not hoard it. It could be worse. It could be spending it on healthcare or something.
I mean, we could
Shots
be
fired
buying.
toward Moni.
All right. Anything else anybody else wanted to do?
Nope.
All right, so you find Sharpstone armors very easily. What with the posted town maps showing the local area, it seems that Sharpstone Armors is actually a pretty popular place for people to buy weapons and armor. So they're advertised, and you find their location quickly.
I go in there and I see somebody. I look to see if there's anybody who fits the description of Hasselhoff.
You do see Hasselhoff. He's a strongly built man, currently shirtless and forging in slow motion.
As I would expect somebody with that name to do. I approach you. Excuse me, my friend. I was told by a certain Father Jonathan that you might be able to help.
Ah, yes. Jonathan's my cousin.
He mentioned.
What can I help you with?
I am looking to procure a weapon. He sent me in your direction.
Weapons I have. What weapon are you looking for? What type? You looking for something strong and sturdy? You looking for something thin and nimble? You looking for something German?
I like the idea of strong, sturdy, and maybe a little German.
I've got strong and sturdy. I've got great axes, great swords. I've even got some halberds, which are long and thin on one end, and then strong and sturdy on another. I've got a lance, which is long and sturdy and not so thin. I've got a maul, which is pretty heavy. I've got hammers. What do you want? They can all be German.
Well, what do you have in the case of long swords?
Well, in the case of long swords, we've got these right over here. And he leads you over toward a corner of his massive shop, just adjacent to where he's currently smithing.
I'm guessing this is like a Cabela's of medieval weapons.
Yeah, not as large as an actual Cabela's, but yeah, you walk by a variety of weapons in different shapes and sizes, and he leads you over toward the long swords, and he just kind of like he shows you a whole rack, and this rack must have at least 30 different long swords, the pommels all in different kind of styles. Some of the pommels are all face up, and the blades all go down. Some of the pommels are very simple, just like a very classy, simple round pommel. Some of them are very intricate and incorporate different designs. You even see a few pommels carved into the shapes of animal heads.
All right. Is there a pommel with a lion's head?
But of course there is. It's right over here. And he lifts up this long sword and he hands it to you to inspect.
I take a look at it.
You take a look at it, and not only are its edges razor sharp, but as you heft it in your paws, it's got a good, even balanced weight to it.
That's what I was about to say next. I'm going to check it like I know what I'm doing. And check it for the heft and weight.
You check it like you know what you're doing, and upon
Yes.
checking it, you realize that whoever forged this weapon also knows what they're doing.
I think is this a what am I looking at? Like what type of weapon? Longsword? Is this like a normal longsword or higher quality?
Oh, very
What am I
high
looking-
quality.
All right. I immediately fall in love with it. I believe I will take this one. My
Excellent.
good. Did you make this one yourself?
I did make this one myself.
It is perfect. Kingly
I am
almost. I will take it.
I am glad that you are pleased with this sword. Now, I must warn you, my prices are a little higher than the other shops in town, but since you were referred to me by my cousin Jonathan, I'm going to drop that price just a little bit. I will let you buy this long sword for 50 gold.
You have a deal, my good man.
Fantastic. Before you go, this weapon has not yet been named, and I would urge you not yet to name this weapon until you are sure that it is the name this weapon has earned and deserves. It's like 250 silver.
I had to put it in there. I learned, and I hope I did that right. Okay.
You just had a 0.
I will keep that in mind, my good craftsman. I appreciate your advice.
Absolutely. And how is it that you know my cousin Jonathan, good man?
He just recently helped me perform some services.
And a good man he is.
Very much.
Return to Jonathan, and I'm sure after a modest donation to his church, he would be happy to bless this sword for you as well. If that's the kind of thing a gentleman wishes.
Oh, but of course. Great. Thank you, my good man. I wish the best.
And the best to you. Are any of your friends interested in browsing my wares?
They've just been following me along.
Actually,
You see Hebs looking at a ridiculously long lance.
how about this one?
Ah, yes. It's rather tall for a man of your. I'm sorry. I mean no offense. I'd be happy to put it down and hand it to you. You can handle the weight, all right?
As it's heavy, I do have disadvantage, but I do kind of like drag it around a bit. Like,
I think I got the hand of this.
You can see him visibly kind of cringing as you scrape it along the stone floor. And he's like, yes, I'm glad that you approve of such a weapon. I'm so sorry. May I have that back until you wish to buy it or not?
Oh, I'd like to buy this, definitely. I do.
I am able to pick it up. It feels like I obviously cannot use it as a weapon currently. Does not look like I know how to actually use it.
Yes, then it's yours. And he's kind of looking at your party members, like.
Am I a little bit special?
With this? Are you guys all right with what's happening? But
He's a totally normal gnome.
Far be it from him to turn down business. So yeah, he sells you the lance for 30 gold.
To turn down for what?
Turn down for what?
All right, I pay the good man the 30 gold.
Alright. And the lance is yours.
All right.
Ladies, see you anything that catches your eye?
I know that you are an armorist, but
Armor?
okay, that's the first one's gonna go with, and all right. You don't happen to do anything with like magic, correct? Like you don't put like magic spells into some of the weapons. Is that a thing you're proficient in?
My dear madam, what you ask of is an incredibly difficult and expensive skill set. Not to mention one that is sometimes frowned upon within the city. Can I ask what your interest is in magical weapons?
Not a big one. I'm just weak. So I'm trying if I can get a little extra help because I have no strength. And
I'm looking for the dark magics to help me.
not dark magics, just like something that can help me aim better or so. I don't know because I have this sling and I have this staff and I don't know what else I would be really good at other than like a dagger. So what would you recommend for somebody of my background?
What? You have a sling and you have a staff. What area of expertise are you in? What would you say your career path has been?
I pick the squirrel out of my hair. A druid?
Something natured, something dexterous. I have some bows. We seem to have a bow. We have some,
I don't have a bow. I'll take a bow.
I can sell you a bow, absolutely. Would you like a long bow, a short bow? We do have them, but I wouldn't recommend a crossbow.
No, I would probably do a short bow.
Absolutely. And he
A
leads
short
you
bow?
He leads you over to where the short bows are, and he says, "This rack here, any short bow, 40 gold."
You just see Twifty come over and like heighten like this, and then go like this to Poe, and then up again, and then again for a height joke.
Hey, I'm a half elf. I can't help that you're full elf. Which one's your favorite?
You are.
Me?
Yeah, both of you.
No, my dear, this is not something that I can recommend to you specifically. You must choose the bow that speaks to you. The same way that your friend chose his lance, and the same way that this dear paladin chose his longsword. You must find the one that catches your eye.
I'm gonna like Princess Bride it, but instead of a sword, I'll use like my finger, and just like, please guide me to the one, and I land on one of them.
I'd like to point out that the phrase was "catch your eye," not be pointed at by your finger.
I'm using this. I'm gonna take this one, and I just grab the one that's right in front of me because they're all bows.
You're right about that. There are bows, and he seems a little disappointed.
Wait, were they all different? I thought it was just like all the same bow.
No, they're all different.
Oh, what do they look like?
Oh, there's some that are made of different woods. Some have scrawling patterns that have been inlaid within them.
Get a pattern. Get a
Some have,
pattern.
silver filigree. Some of them gold.
Do you
These
have a
are
patterned wooden one?
yes, I do. And he leads you over to where there's a few patterned wooden ones. One of them is inlaid with silver filigree. One of them is carved very shallowly, and another one seems to have like burned etchings into it.
I would do the shallow carvings.
Yeah, you pick the shallow carved one. It's of a greenish wood. The string on it is like a pure silver, and then it's just wrapped in a fine leather where your hand holds it.
What are this is the important part. What is it the carvings are?
Leafy vines.
I love it. I want this one. May I have this one, please?
Absolutely, 40 gold.
Give it to him. Oh, can I get some arrows to go with it, or does it come with arrows?
Oh, it comes with arrows.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you're given a complimentary quiver of 20 arrows.
Yay.
Now, my dear Lady Elf, it seems that you're the only one of your friends without something new. Can I interest you in perhaps a replacement for that rapier you carry?
Yes, I would love that. I love new things.
Fantastic. Would you like still another rapier, or would you like something different?
What's different?
Different, we have short swords, we have heavier items, we have scimitars, we have tridents, we have war picks, we even carry the odd whip or two. If you're interested in something with reach, we have glaives and halberds. And we do have, if what you really need is something terrifying, we have something called a Glock.
I want it.
Comes in 9mm.
If it's terrifying, I want it.
I'll have that ready for you in about 9,000 years.
Okay. Shorter time than I had thought. What do I want? The war pick sounds cool. It looks cool. I don't know.
So a war pick is basically just a really long metal pole
Oh,
with a giant spike on the end of it.
maybe not. Maybe I'll go with the rapier. I like that. That's part of it.
Absolutely. Over here, we have all manner of rapier, and he leads you over to another large rack, upon which are lined 40 plus rapiers, all for the choosing. And he says, go ahead, find one that catches your eye.
You have a red one?
A red one. Absolutely.
I want a red one.
And he leads you over where he has 4 different red ones lined up. One is just the grip that is red. So it's wrapped in like a red leather, and its sheath is also like a red stained wood. Another one where the grip is still wrapped in fine leather, but it's just a regular brown leather. The hand guard over this rapier is of an iron stained red. And then the others are, the metal seems to be flecked with red throughout the entire sword. And that's down the blade, through the hand guard.
I want one of those. I want the one that has red everywhere.
And there's one that stands out to you on the pommel, just beneath the red handguard. There's a gem-like effect.
I want that one. It's
It's like a
bejeweled.
glowing red gem.
I want it.
And he pulls it down and he hands it to you to examine.
I look at it and I'm like, this is it. This is the one. and then I buy it.
Yep.
And then I run over to Poe, and I'm like, "You might be short, but do you like my sword?"
I love it so much.
Me too.
That's good. You paid 40 gold for it.
Yeah, goodbye, gold. I got red.
Oh, you also got 200 from Zodge.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm so happy. It's not even real, and I want it.
Now, back to a previous conversation, and he kind of looks around to make sure that nobody's nearby. And though there is people milling about his shop, there is no one within earshot. He says, if you wish to have your items imbued with magical properties, it is doable, but for a very steep price.
Is
What
that
I
like
would-
when you hand the gold over at a very awkward angle? Is that what a steep price is?
You can have the gold at whatever angle it pleases thee,
Oh,
but there
good.
must be a great many gold
I see.
involved.
Okay.
Now, I would recommend you visit my cousin Jonathan once more at the church and ask him for a blessing. If your intentions truly be righteous, these weapons will in fact aid you greatly. And should you need even more aid, come see me again. But be sure to bring monetary compensation for such a hefty service.
Thank you for your assistance, sir. We will keep that under advisement.
Absolutely. I wish you all the greatest of luck in your endeavors.
Yeah, thank you.
You see Hebs, which is a gigantic just thing sticking behind him. He's not currently holding it or anything. It's like a big flagpole behind him.
Before you leave, I have one more thing for you. Consider it a gift. And he walks over to a series of shelves and he pulls down a bag and he opens it before Hebs. And he's like, for your lads.
I'm
So like
sorry,
a
sir.
So what?
He opens a bag and he holds it down before you. He says, for your lads.
Oh,
I don't think it's going to fit, sir. And I
put it into the bag.
And the lance disappears within the bag. And he closes up the bag, he cinches it closed, and he hands it to you, and he says, these come in desperately handy sometimes.
I say so. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And he waves everyone goodbye.
A gentleman and a scholar indeed.
I give 5 stars on Ye Old Yelp.
I like her 5 stars on Ye Old Yelp. I mark it as helpful.
All right. So that is done. Anything else anybody wants to do besides beelining it back to the church?
Jonathan, yeah.
That was all I had on my to-do list.
We make our way in that direction then.
All right, you head toward the church, and as you approach, you actually see Jonathan leaving for the day. But he sees you, and he sees you carrying new weapons, and he walks up to you, and he says, looks like you've found appropriate replacements.
Your cousin Hasselhoff is a gentleman indeed, sir. He said he recommended that you could provide services as far as blessings, if you are able. If you're not too busy at the moment.
At the moment, no, and I would be more than happy to. I must warn you, though, that these blessings do come with the stipulation that your intentions are truly righteous. there is any
Never.
malice in your heart or any evil that dwells there, you will not receive any blessings from this weapon.
Never a question for me.
Then please follow me this way. And he begins leading you around to the back of the church.
Follow.
Follow.
I follow.
Once there, he motions toward a small altar, and he says, place your items here.
Done.
All right. I take the lance out, put it out.
Can I
Shit,
put this
shit,
one on
shit.
there too? This one's old. I don't know if it works.
You see, like, there's still hay kind of still on it with blood crusted on it as well.
I see yours is red too.
I apologize, sir, but blessings can only be bestowed upon those that are clean and
Oh.
pure.
Fair enough.
Now I can tell that these three have not yet seen battle, and they are considered clean and pure. The blessings should take hold. And he turns toward them and he rolls up the loose sleeves of his robe, and his hands become sheathed in a magical silver flame, and he rests his hands over your weapons so that they're kind of like he gets like the rapier and the long sword under one arm or one hand, and then another part of the long sword and the lance and the bow under the other. And you can't really hear what he's muttering, but he's muttering some form of prayer. And as he does so, you can see that this glow, this silvery glow from his hands begins to spread through your weapons. And as he removes his hands, that glow around your weapons begins to fade ever so slightly. But if you move your head just a little bit, that silvery glow will catch the light, and it gives you an idea that it's still there. And then he steps away and he says, "You may retrieve them now."
I reach to grab my weapon with dramatic effect.
Can you show us what it's like?
You grab your weapon with dramatic effect, and you hold it above your head, and you shout.
Yeah! Oh, I can do that one, or I have the power!
That's the one I was waiting
There we go.
for.
There we go.
Yeah, and you do have the power. Your weapons have a +1 bonus now.
Ooh.
Twifty just starts dancing around with the sword and goes, "Loving you is red, red, red."
Is the bonus go on our attack bonus or the damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both,
Oh.
yes.
I swear, people who like really enjoy D&D probably watch these clips sometimes and then like bang their head against the table when I ask questions like that.
Same.
Yes.
It's a sister thing.
I don't care. We're here to have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. What do you guys want to do now?
Not go back to the ship hotel.
We
Not go back there.
don't like
Friends
puns there, Twifty, so we're not welcome very much.
Oh, you would hate me. That's fair. Let's not go there.
Well, let's see. We find any more dead-free people we're supposed to off them.
Yeah.
We did other tasks. Let's see. What's on our to-do list, friends?
Oh, hey! By the way, guys, we were supposed to look for Ambrick when we were in the Low Lantern Hotel. Or,
Did we forget someone?
yeah, Ambrick's the other vampire dude.
We're supposed to look for him?
I don't remember what we were supposed to do with him, but he was there.
Remember Mortlock Van Thamper?
Yeah.
He told you that his brother Amric frequents the Low Lantern Tavern.
Oh, I just found my
And
note
then-
that says brother equals Amric.
It's his family that tried to have him killed.
Oh, yeah.
He also told you that it's his mother that let the cultists of the Dead Three into the city and gave them all this access to and paid them to cause chaos in the city.
So what I'm hearing is we need to change the Van Thamper 3 to the Van Thamper 1.
No.
Or Van Thamper Zero, depending on
Well,
how
Mortlock
you
is still alive, right?
Mortlock is still alive, but he's left the city.
Oh, well, I mean,
So there's 3 left. It's his 2 brothers and his mother.
let's take care of this, guys. Not that I really want to go around killing people, but that wasn't nice to do that to your family.
Allons-y.
Right, so we will pick up next session with you guys headed back to Low Lantern, but we will end it there for tonight.
Yay!
Can't wait to see what happens.
See, like the ocean. Just kidding.
That's what got you kicked out of the tavern.
I know.
Ouch.
Actually, it was the Pacific one that got me kicked out.
I'm so upset I wasn't here for the tavern portion to play off of Poe.
It was horrendously awkward.
I bet it was great. I'm going to go back and watch it.
All right. We will meet up again. There's been one viewer this entire time. I don't know who that is. Thanks for being here, viewer.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll pick this up again